But moving along from one team that switched up quite a bit over the last week or so to another, and I'm talking about Luka the Don becoming Luka the GM. So, it was questions whether or not him and Kyrie would fit or how he felt about the trade and all of that. But it's come out that per ESPN's Tim McMahon and Brian Windhurst, that Luka was pushing the front office for this deal. He was frustrated with where the team was at. D Snow, what you think about Luka the GM? Did he make the right choice? Will
Hey,
Kyrie stick around for the long
if you
haul?
if you to start a team, your job is to ask for help if you want to be better. And we've seen him defer too. We've seen him, defer and give Kyrie a chance to do his thing as well, and not be the old Luka he was before Kyrie got there. So what we're seeing is leadership out of Luka right now. Something that some people didn't know if he had. They just looked at him as just a gun. People say he's out of shape. They have a lot of negative things to say about the kid, but I
Right.
think what he's showing us is that he's a leader. He wants to win. He's willing to do what it takes to get to that next level. And he has a owner with a pocketbook that's, what I'm saying, blank check. So I mean, I really think that it was a great move by both ends, not only him but Mark Cuban bringing Kyrie in. Dallas is a great sports town. They're gonna pay him whatever he wants. He'll have a chance to resurrect his career, his whole everything, his name, everything that he has going on that's been going on the downside. He can actually start pushing things back up there. But the quiet little secret little stuff that we're hearing, inside and outside the NBA is that Kyrie might end up somewhere else next year. So, I mean, another story that I heard, and this was per ESPN. I actually heard this on Get Up. They said that in the game, the one thing that people really noticed, and actually this was Winnie, this was Winhurst. He said during that game, the one thing that people noticed is the one time that Kyrie and KD even got close to each other, they didn't even speak. They didn't speak to
Mm-hmm.
each other the whole game. They didn't
I
make a
heard that.
connection. They didn't even make eye contact, bro. That's weird, bro.
Yeah,
You don't do that to somebody who you call your brother.
for
So
real.
it's either A, he's really, really mad at him, or B, Kyrie will be in Phoenix next year. Something didn't seem right about that, bro. That's very, very sticky and particular to me, bro. That they didn't talk to each bro. Y'all was brothers. Y'all went there together before y'all even got James Harden.
Yeah.
Y'all talked this out. Y'all been all we have heard about was this kinship, this friendship that these two dudes had. So there's no way that just goes like with him and Russ. We saw what that. We saw what happened with that. We saw the back and forth. We saw that it broke. We didn't see that with these two. He held it down for Kyrie to the end. When they traded Kyrie, he stood behind it. So now all of a sudden we won't even look at each other. Yeah, man. It's something. I think they're trying to make sure they're not tampering, bro. I think that's what's going on right now.
Don't let we can't don't even let them see us.
But yeah,
Don't even
man.
let them
So I
see.
mean, I think it was a rental, man. I think that
Man,
was
I
a rental
think
for
Chris
Dallas.
Paul ain't got no more guaranteed money after this year. I
Chris
think he
Paul is.
up.
It's time for Chris Paul to go ahead and retire. He didn't lost his position in the NBA players office. I mean, at this, hey, and Chris Paul's not that liked of a player around the league. If you ask about guys who like guys, that's LeBron boy, but a lot of it might be time for him to hang it up. And if that's the case, they're gonna go ahead and they'll make the money work, and that'll be a nasty team. But yeah, I think it's a rental. I think it was a great move for them to bring him in and try to do something. I think it's an upgrade from Spencer Dinwiddie, but no matter what, they're still not going nowhere. Let's be honest, man. Their defense sucks. I mean, and they don't really have a bench if when those two guys have to get a little rest. So I think it was a nice look. It was exciting. It was a nice splash. We'll see what happens in the offseason, but I think Kyrie's taking his talents elsewhere.
Wow. I think it was definitely a good move for the right now. You got to do whatever you can to make Luca happy. That's your whole mission at this point. Um, it was a risky move, but I'm inclined to think that it'll pay off. I think that, and I could be totally wrong, but I think that Kyrie cares about some of the things that he's been going through, media wise. I don't think he wants to shake things up all over again.
Oh, don't worry.
And
There's
he
no
could
there's
he
no media
could not
presence in
care.
Phoenix. There's no media presence in Phoenix. He can go out there and retire.
But Mark Cuban pays.
Yeah.
I will say that Mark Cuban pays. I think that he will do everything possible to keep him around. I think it all depend on how these two mesh. And like I stopped you from saying earlier, they had the 40-point game together. They starting to jail. Hopefully they can string together enough wins and maybe win a series or two in the playoffs, maybe more. I think he might be willing to stick around and build something. Um, and that will change how he's seen. People forget. People got short attention spans. So I think it was worth it. I hope that he sticks around for the people at Dallas.
I think it'll be a good look if he stick around too. For real.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's the best backcourt. That's the best backcourt in the league. And I want to see a full season, couple seasons, at least with those two guys to see what they can become and see what they can
Imagine an
build.
off season and them coming back together.
Jason Kidd is his point guard.
Yeah,
Who else knows about jumping around and being a legend? Jason Kidd might be able to reel him in. It might work for Kyrie. I
I
hope.
like that. I like that.
Uh, so we'll see. Let us know in the comments, y'all. What y'all think? Was it a good move for Luka to push for Kyrie, or will he implode that team? But man, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, from us here at the On My Hoops podcast, we love you, and we out.
Please like, share, and subscribe. We love y'all, man. On my
Please
hoops,
like, share,
baby.
and subscribe. Have a great week, everybody.